Hey y'all, welcome to Misinformation. That show about all the stuff you hear around but don't really know anything about.
Misinformation.
We live in chaos times, so I want to make sure that this channel remains as non-scandalous as possible. I don't want to talk about controversial topics. Let's just stick to the topics we all accept for their obvious benefits and their negligible downsides. PB&J, for example. Or airplanes. Or the topic of this video. Vaccines. No, I'm not putting that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Not today.
But I do want to talk about something vaccine adjacent, and that is herd immunity.
Herd immunity.
It's a term you've probably heard people use dozens of times, and we all have a loose idea about what it is.
What is it? It's my neighbor.
But the truth is, I didn't know most of this crap before I started researching for this video. And there's not much that you need to know. But here are the basics. I actually kind of like my hand there. Herd immunity means, and this is the Oxford definition, so it's the fancy version, the resistance to the spread of a contagious disease that results if a sufficiently high proportion of individuals are immune to the disease. Well, that was concise and clear, so I guess there's no more to talk about. The easiest way to explain what herd immunity is and how it works is to use the name of the damn thing. The damn thing. Man of La Damcha. Imagine a herd. Come on, sheeple. Wait, back up. We gotta talk about how immunity works first.
I'm a night eye.
Let me explain.
We all know that your immune system is what tries to battle off and protect you from viruses and infectious organisms, but how does immunity actually work? Well, your immune system has two methods of dealing with foreign agents in the body. And those are your nonspecific or innate immune system and your specific or adaptive immune system. The nonspecific immune system is the first line of defense for what protects your innards from the outside world. This includes your skin, but then there's also mucus, which helps collect and clear pathogens, like when you blow your nose. And beyond that, there are your innate white blood cells, which your body is always producing to help fend off any additional microscopic riffraff that shows up. But what does it mean when all these defenses fail?
Oh no! System is failing! Oh no! System is failing! System is failing! System is failing! Oh no! System is failing!
That means you're probably sick.
However,
showing symptoms does have some silver lining. If you're showing symptoms, it means your body is actively battling the disease or infection, and it's doing this with the second method of defense, which is your specific or adaptive immune system. When your innate protections fail, your adaptive immune system will show up to try to whoop some of that booty. The adaptive immune system consists of a variety of cells and molecules, including lymphocytes, which are a type of white blood cell that kick into gear when your normie white blood cells can't hack it. Lymphocytes release a special protein that attach themselves to foreign agents in the body. These proteins are called antibodies. Antibodies do two key things. One, mark or label the disease or infection so your body knows that it is a foreign agent. And two, allow your body to form what are commonly called memory cells. By marking the pathogen, the antibodies help your immune system identify the enemy and destroy it. And by creating those memory cells, your system can now remember that exact same pathogen. And this allows you to quickly produce more antibodies to mark and destroy the disease in the future. Okay, now that we've gone over how your immune system functions, what does it mean to have immunity or to be immune to a disease? Having immunity generally means that your body is able to resist a specific pathogen because your specific immune system is no stranger to the pathogen in question. In other words, your sweet, sweet bod and this particular disease have met before. This means your bod has produced antibodies and is able to quickly identify and destroy that specific pathogen if you ever come into contact with it again. And this is how vaccines work. When you get a vaccine pumped into you, you're technically getting a weak AF version of that disease to help build your immunity. To paraphrase livescience.com, vaccines are like a training course for the immune system. They prep the body to fight and handle a disease without you having to go through the full-on symptoms first. Or to use our big boy vocabulary, vaccines help your sweet, sweet bod create antibodies for that specific pathogen without you actually having to live through being sick. And then once you have those antibodies, you're effectively immune to that particular germy jerk. Alright, finally we're getting to the point. What the hell in Mirren is herd immunity? It's not when you vaccinate a whole herd of sheeple.
But it's not that.
When you have a group of people who are not immune to a pathogen, that disease can spread very quickly to everyone in the group. But if most of the group is immune to the disease, then the pathogen won't have anywhere to spread, so it dies out, which keeps the few folks who aren't immune safe from what would be the rapid proliferation of the disease. A good comparison for this would be looking at how mold spreads. Similar to a disease, mold wants to jump from thing to thing, consuming everything in its path. So if most people are not immune to a disease, meaning they are at risk for getting it, that pathogen can spread really easily from person to person in the same way that mold might spread through a forest. But if most people are immune to a pathogen, then when someone gets sick, that disease is contained to their body and isn't able to easily spread from person to person because most people can't get it. This means that people who are not immune to the disease have a better level of protection from it because it's much harder to spread around. So when you have optimal herd immunity and somebody does get sick, the situation ends up being very similar to when you have a cup or bag of something get moldy in your fridge. Yes, an item did get all gross and moldy, but because it's sealed off, everything else in your fridge is still safe and good to eat. So in this same way, herd immunity is about sealing off a disease by depriving it of warm bodies to consume. If most people are immune to a pathogen, then when that disease enters the herd, it will struggle to break through our seal of immunity, which means it will die out. And that's the info about herd immunity. Hey y'all, I really hope you liked the video. If so, please give it a like, subscribe, tell people about it. Everyone's bored now. We all need goofy content that maybe also can teach us something, and that's what I'm trying to do. So click a video, click the subscribe button, send a link to a friend.